Joining us, I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, the commission to investigate the Lewiston mass shooting could have subpoena power as early as tomorrow.
Both the House and the Senate gave initial approval to the bill on Thursday, setting the stage for a final approval during today's session. In recent weeks, the commission has heard from multiple police departments and victims' family members. According to the commission's executive director, Ann Jordan, they want subpoena power in order to compel documents and testimony, especially from the U.S. Army. She says thus far the Army has not been cooperative with the commission's investigation. The commission's next scheduled meeting is February 15th, during which they will hear from the Maine State Police about their response during and after the October 25th mass shooting.
Lincoln police arrested a man after he allegedly fired shots at busy streets. Interim Lincoln Police Chief Mark Leonard says officers were called to Spring Street on Sunday after reports of shots fired. When they arrived, they found 22-year-old Christopher Bean outside and arrested him. Chief Leonard says he had a loaded 9mm handgun on him. According to Leonard, Bean admitted to firing the gun from an upstairs window because of severe tooth pain and stress. Leonard says the trajectory of Bean's shots created a potential danger to areas including Katahdin Avenue and Depot Street, which are frequented by pedestrians and construction workers. He says Bean's actions posed a significant risk of harm to people in those locations. Bean is charged with discharging a firearm near a dwelling and reckless conduct with a firearm.
Well, the search continues for a group of suspects involved in a shooting and crash in Saco on Friday. That incident sent nearby schools and the downtown area into lockdown for hours. And police say they're making progress, but a lot of questions remain. Mal Meyer has more.
Saco police responded to reports of gunfire downtown just before noon on Friday. That was between a red Dodge Charger and a gray Honda HR-V near Elm and Temple Streets. The cars went a few blocks before one of them got into a crash involving a school bus.
We know that there were shots fired. We have recovered one firearm. I don't know if there's other firearms out there.
3 people ran from the scene, including someone wearing dark clothing that police believe was shot in the right arm.
It was obvious there were a lot of police there, so something not good was happening.
James Waterhouse was picking up his 5-year-old grandson Friday nearby.
You know, it's upsetting for us people that live here, that grew up here, that never really saw any of this kind of thing until recently.
The city's mayor now calling this an isolated incident, adding, "I trust our Saco Police Department, who have worked tirelessly on this with many other departments and jurisdictions over the weekend and continue to do so."
It's a nice community, it's a nice quiet community, but it does, speak towards things that are going on somebody else's doorstep right nearby, you never know.
Police tell us they are aware of this video of a dark-colored vehicle with tinted windows near the 3 suspects after they fled. The car has been identified and is part of their investigation. Friday night, police found a car involved in the incident in the town of Standish at a home off Route 25. But investigators say there is no indication the suspects were in the area, and they have not said how that vehicle is connected.
That was Mal Meyer reporting. Nearly $6.5 million is coming to several Maine businesses thanks to the governor's Maine Jobs and Recovery Plan. A statement says that money will be used to upgrade the electrical grid, which will in turn allow businesses to invest in new infrastructure, expand operations, and increase their workforces. 6 Maine companies were awarded the grants. You can see them on your screen, and they were awarded through a competitive process. They include 5 Pillars Butchery in Unity and Kingfish Maine in Jonesport.
Well, some renters that suffered losses in the December 17th storm and flooding can now apply for federal assistance. They must live in Androscoggin, Franklin, Kennebec, Oxford, or Somerset counties that have been approved by FEMA. Renters, including students, can apply for federal grants that can help pay for temporary housing. The initial grant is for a 1-month or 2-month period. It can be reviewed, though, for further assistance, and renters can also qualify for a grant under FEMA's Other Needs Assistance Program, and that is for uninsured essential property losses. That can include things like clothing, textbooks, furniture, appliances, and even vehicles. To apply, you can go online to disasterassistance.gov.
Your presidential primary ballot will look a little different this year than in past elections. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard spoke with the Secretary of State to learn more.
We hold the election in accordance with the state law.
This year is the first time Maine's presidential primary ballot will be using ranked choice voting. Secretary Bellows says most voters who have voted in recent Maine elections should be familiar with the process.
Similarly, voters can pick their favorite candidate, their second favorite candidate, or their third favorite candidate. Now, if a voter just likes one, they don't have to rank the other names.
In November, the Maine Republican Party announced they would not honor the results from ranked choice voting and would only award delegates based on first-round results.
What the political parties decide to do or not do with those results is up to the political parties in accordance with their accepted party rules.
Maine has 3 additional registered political parties: the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, and the No Labels Party, none of which are holding presidential primaries this year.
Additionally, to participate in either the Democratic or Republican Party, you have to be a Democrat, a Republican, or an unenrolled voter. And you have to make that change by this coming Friday, February 16th.
Secretary Bellows says some voters may have accidentally switched parties to either the Libertarian or No Labels Party if they signed what they thought was a petition for ballot access. She recommends checking with your municipal clerk by February 16th if you're not sure of your party affiliation. Maine's presidential primaries are held on Super Tuesday, March 5th. However, you can vote early by requesting an absentee ballot. In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
In other news, the Department of Education has revamped how university students apply for financial aid. However, the new changes have students and universities on edge as offers are being delayed by almost 2 months. Our Grace Blanchard spoke with area schools to find out more.
I've been in this business for 30 years, and this is the first big formula change.
University students should expect to see some big changes to how they apply for financial aid moving forward.
They termed it the simplified FAFSA, so they've actually gone from 99 questions to 49 questions.
The Department of Education also reports that by factoring inflation, Pell Grant eligibility will expand to over 600,000 new students with low-income backgrounds. However, these changes have resulted in major delays.
Most students historically have been able to apply by October 1st of their senior year. This year they rolled that back and started on December 31st, so it's delayed almost 3 months.
The Vice President of Enrollment Management for Husson University says this has delayed all institutions from being able to provide offers to students that would be entering this coming fall.
So it's definitely going to delay their ability to make an educated decision, understanding the overall cost for the institutions that they may be considering.
For many students, knowing what financial offers they receive can be a critical factor when deciding where and if they can attend college.
I mean, financial aid is a big part of it. Some people just don't have the money to support what they want to do later in life.
I don't even think I would have made a decision, to be honest, because the offer being so late, I probably would have just ran out of time. I probably wouldn't be here where I'm at right now.
University officials say it's still important to apply for aid as soon as possible.
Doing everything we can possibly do to be prepared so that the minute that FAFSA data is released, we will be able to get packages to students.
In Bangor, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Taconic Bridge in Waterville will be closed to all traffic at night for the next couple of weeks. Work crews will be doing construction on the bridge from 7 p.m. till 6 a.m. from now till Thursday, February 22nd. The bridge is situated above the Kennebec River and connects Waterville to the town of Winslow. Drivers and pedestrians are encouraged to avoid the area and follow the posted detour routes over the next couple of weeks. Construction to replace the Taconic Bridge began in August of last year. The new bridge will carry 5 lanes of traffic similar to the existing bridge, but will include widened shoulders for bicyclists and sidewalks on both sides of the bridge.
Well, this time of year, you are probably more worried about the next snowstorm than a furry little pest. But February is Brown-tailed Moth Awareness Month, and experts say what you do now could save you from that itchy, burning rash when it gets warmer. Experts with the Maine Department of Agriculture, Conservation and Forestry say now is the time to remove those brown-tailed winter webs, typically found at the tips of tree branches. They resemble palm-sized structures tied to the leaf stem with white silk. If you stand with the sun behind you, they are easier to see. Experts say focus your attention on oak, birch apple, crab apple, cherry trees, and even rose bushes.
Even one web, it can contain up to 25 to 400 caterpillars, so even removing one web will make a difference. So try to focus around the trees that have them around your dooryard, your driveway, that are over your porch, things like that.
Well, they suggest putting the webs in buckets of soapy water or burning them because very small hairs that can cause rashes or irritation can still be present, though. They do recommend wearing eye coverings, gloves, and other items to protect yourself.
Just so important to be aware of it. And now's a great time to talk about it, too. Before I came to the state of Maine, I didn't know much at all about brown-tailed moths. And now that I know what to look out for in terms of the webbing and also the moths themselves and the caterpillars, I see them all the time. And so it's that knowing that can really help aid your prevention.
It makes all the difference. And, I've had several friends who have unfortunately come down with that irritation, with that itchy rash, and it is no laughing matter. So, it really does pay to be vigilant at this time of year. You save yourself some severe discomfort down the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty, folks. Well, today's temperature was actually pretty comfortable.
It was,
which we were grateful for. So let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast.
All right, Beth, thank you. Look at us. High temperatures back up near 40 today. It will not be this warm tomorrow as cooler temperatures are on the way with a bit of snow and a gusty north wind. The wind today, not a factor again. That was nice, right? But tomorrow, it's going to get a little gusty around here again. We could see wind gusts near 30 miles per hour throughout the day tomorrow into tomorrow night from our next system that's heading our direction. Here it is now. This thing has lots of energy, lots of moisture, but it's primarily going to go south and east of our area tomorrow, but still it's going to be just close enough to give us that wind throughout the afternoon and maybe a bit of snow. This model keeps it all offshore. Most of us, though, could see at least a few flurries across the area tomorrow, if not close to an inch for down east areas tomorrow afternoon. And then it gets out of here tomorrow night. A second system gets in here on Thursday, and we could be shoveling that snow on Thursday, by the way. But until then, though, a gale warning is posted. It's going to get windy tomorrow for wave heights out here approaching 8 to 15 feet. Our forecast sun time looking at mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy skies, low temperatures down in the 20s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. We'll be waiting for some more detail.
Yes, we will. And in the meantime, still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, the Bangor Area Recovery Network is hosting a Valentine's Day dance. We'll have the details.
And our Jody Hersey introduces us to a Hartford family that has put together 3,000 Valentine's Day cards. We'll tell you why. Those stories and much more just ahead.
Valentine's Day is almost here, and at Quality Jewelers, we're going to help you make it one to remember. Any purchase made between now and Valentine's Day is going to come with a card, chocolates, and a stuffed animal. Also, for a limited time, qualified buyers will receive a pair of VS Lab Diamond studs, an incredible value. Shop exquisite styles of fine jewelry right in downtown Bangor with us here at Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
Sorry, guys, that took me for... What is this?
Well, you know how our T-Mobile home internet can slow down?
Uh-huh.
Turns out, walls can get in the way. So, I fixed it.
So instead of getting us Spectrum internet, which is fast and reliable 24/7, you got us internet that can be blocked by walls.
Yes, but I think I fixed it.
By smashing a hole through our wall.
Well, technically, walls. Yeah, I might not want to go in the dining room.
Don't settle for T-Mobile cell phone internet.
Kids are natural.
This is why I don't leave the house.
Get faster, more reliable internet speeds with Spectrum.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
Hanks Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero-turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to snowblowers, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hanks Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
Tuesdays, big names go head-to-head.
I can name that tune in one note.
Whoa! Celebrity Pack Name That Tune. Only Tuesdays on Fox.
You can join Fox 22 and ABC 7 online at foxbangor.com. Be a part of the conversation on Twitter and join our Facebook family at Fox ABC Maine. Follow, like, watch. Download the new Fox Bangor app from the App Store or Google Play and get your news anytime, anywhere.
Welcome back. As Valentine's Day quickly approaches, it's not a rarity for consumers to focus on 2 holiday staples. Our Doug Banks spoke with 2 local businesses who've already put a bow on their holiday preparations.
Day before Valentine's Day is our big rush.
Valentine's Day for Splendiferous Sweet Shop in Searsport serves as a winter season bump.
Yeah, 200 or 300 pieces the day before, and then the day of probably about 150 or so.
Rogan has seen many last-minute Valentine's Day shoppers through her 10 years at Splendiferous. One hot ticket item always reigns supreme.
Definitely ready-to-go boxes.
She says she recommends these hand-picked treats over the traditional heart-shaped box.
When you buy those big boxes, half of the chocolate just usually isn't anyone's favorite.
But if that special someone in mind doesn't have a sweet tooth, then move to the next holiday staple. Flowers.
Unfortunately, there isn't a flower shop big enough to handle Valentine's Day, so you just start throwing things everywhere and it becomes a giant chaotic, not mess, but it just becomes a giant chaotic place.
Helen says it's been weeks of hard work behind the scenes. He tells shoppers, let us help you.
We can give you the best value for the dollar if you'll just let us use our talents and create.
That's a piece of advice one Holden resident took to heart.
Make sure that the ones you love, you treat them special. Other than that, just be thankful though for what you have.
In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
I think that's the message right there. Well, speaking of Valentine's Day, if you're looking for an idea that's a little more groovy for celebrating the holiday, be sure to check out the Bangor Area Recovery Network's Valentine's Dance. The dance is at 7:30 p.m. this Saturday at the Bangor Area Recovery Network, and the theme is Summer of Love. Participants are encouraged to wear tie-dye and hippie attire. They say everyone is welcome to attend, and the event is free, but a $5 donation is suggested. Barnes Recovery coach Cole Taylor spoke about the importance of hosting community outreach programs like this one.
Our community members involved in recovery support, right? Recovery is a community responsibility, and having an opportunity in a space where you can come, meet new people, meet new connections in recovery is just the importance of having these functions as a whole.
Bangor Area Recovery Network is located at 142 Center Street in Brewer. The money raised from the dance will go right back to the Barn organization.
A family from Heartland goes all out on the holidays, and Valentine's Day is no exception. This year, Crystal Davis, her fiancé Robert McDougall, and their kids put together more than 3,000 Valentine's Day cards, one for every student and staff member at the RSU 19 school district. Our Jody Hersey was there when they made their special delivery.
So we started this project called the Smile for Students, and every year we donate Valentines with a lollipop or pencil if the school requests it to every student and staff in the entire district.
Crystal Davis of Heartland has been pouring love into her community for years. When she experienced some health problems earlier this month, she didn't let a hospital stay prevent her and her family from making Valentine's Day cards for the students and the staff at all the schools in RSU 19. The couple's first delivery was at Nokomis Regional High School.
Do you want to show them all of the Valentines?
4 of the couple's 7 boys are still in school and helped assemble an astonishing 3,803 Valentine's Day cards to give away. The family is able to do so through cards that they purchase on clearance and lollipop donations from stores like Family Dollar in Pittsfield and Madison.
In this day and age, just to have those acts of kindness can go a very, very long way. I know we truly appreciate the effort.
Robert McDougall says it really does take a team effort to keep A Smile for Students going.
I just like how it makes people smile, hence the name of the program, and it's really fun to do it.
Sebasticook Valley Elementary School principal Laura Donahue says these Valentine's Day cards are a gift to all.
You know, it's just wonderful. It brings a smile to the face of students to know that somebody that they don't even know cares enough to do something thoughtful and kind for them, so it's great.
Davis says she plans to continue giving from the heart for many more years to come.
We want everybody to feel included, especially on a day that's filled with love.
In Newport, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, a woman opening fire before a Spanish language service at Joel Osteen's Texas megachurch. A 7-year-old boy critically wounded in that exchange of gunfire with police.
And the balance of power in the House of Representatives, already slim, could shrink further as Democrats aim to take George Santos' seat in a special election. Those stories and more coming right up.
Dependability, reliability, confidence, everything you want in a sedan. Backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Lease the new 2024 Forte LXS for $209 a month.
Don't get cold feet this winter. Stay warm and dry with high-performance footwear from Comfort Shoes and More. With an extensive selection of winter boots rated from 0 to minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll find comfort in knowing your feet will be warm in any weather. Discover the latest in functional and fashionable footwear with grippers built right into the sole. With boots in stock up to 6E and size 17 for men and women. Take the drive to Newport for a sit and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
CEM DP Porter Contractors have been in business for more than 40 years. We have recently added an electrical division to further be of service to our loyal customers. CEM specializes in design build for commercial and residential projects. Whether you need help with older construction, new build-outs, or electrical services, CEM has you covered. CEM is currently hiring for all positions. We offer competitive pay as well as great benefits. To inquire about employment or construction, please reach out to 848-7486 or visit CEMMaine.com.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster? Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Test drive U.S. Cellular free for 30 days. Awarded top performing network availability in Maine.
Ready? Ready. Let's duel.
81 contestants.
Come at me.
81 categories.
Space.
Desserts.
I love movies.
And a trivia duel until only one survives.
Terminator. Jerry Maguire. Pass. Let's light it up.
From the creators of The Voice and Big Brother.
Let's go!
Comes the most epic game show ever created.
Who will conquer the floor?
The Floor, all new Tuesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
Dependability, reliability, confidence, everything you want in a sedan. Backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Lease the new 2024 Forte LXS for $209 a month.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back. New details are emerging after a shooter opened fire at a popular Texas church over the weekend. The incident left a 7-year-old in critical condition, and authorities have identified the suspect as 36-year-old Janesse Ivani Moreno. Her motive is still unclear. Fox's Anna Eliopoulos has the story.
Authorities say a 36-year-old woman opened fire using an AR-15 rifle at Lakewood Church on Sunday, the shooting rattling one of the largest congregations in the United States.
It was a tragic scene.
2 off-duty officers returned fire at the scene, killing the suspect.
They held their ground in the face of rifle fire at point-blank range.
Houston's police chief says the gunfire left a young boy, confirmed to be the suspect's son, in critical condition. A 57-year-old man was also shot. He has been released from the hospital.
I want to ask for prayers for a 7-year-old kid who's fighting for his life. And I think that what we need to do for him is pray. He's still in critical condition, fighting for his life.
Authorities say this was a lone wolf incident, but it remains under investigation. Houston police say they uncovered anti-Semitic writings during the process, and they believe the suspect had a history of mental health issues. They say the suspect's motives remain unclear.
It's way too early to determine a motive for the shooter's actions, and we're not in the business of speculating.
Houston's mayor emphasizing he wants to protect worshipers of all faiths from violence, and the city will be increasing security and prioritizing public safety. In New York, Anna Eliopoulos, Fox News.
Instagram says it's curbing its political content. The social media site says it will no longer recommend political content from accounts that users don't already follow. Instagram, along with the Threads app, will be adding a setting to allow users who choose to see such content. Such controls are also said to currently be in the works for Facebook, but no date has been announced on when that rollout will take place.
Well, New Yorkers will be heading to the polls to vote on a replacement for ousted Congressman George Santos. The two candidates are focusing on major national issues, and the result will have a serious impact on Republicans' slim majority in the House. Fox's Connor Hansen has more.
Democrat Tom Suozzi and Republican Mazi Pilip are making their final arguments ahead of a special election in New York's 3rd Congressional District, the seat that was formerly held by ousted Republican Congressman George Santos, shrinking the thin GOP majority in the House. The two candidates took shots at each other ahead of the high-stakes contest.
Who knows what she really stands for? She's Santos 2.0. It's the exact same non-transparent, phony baloney, just trying to get votes instead of saying what you really think.
He's trying to run away from his record. The runaway, the fact that he opened the southern border, the fact that he was supporting defunding the police movement, the fact that he was increasing taxes as a county executive.
Immigration has been a major talking point for both sides, and this election could foreshadow who gains control of the House in November. While New York deals with an influx of migrants, Pilip is touting an endorsement from a national border patrol union.
I am very confident that Mazi will do what is necessary to secure our border.
Suozzi says he would have supported the border deal recently rejected in the Senate, the former congressman branding himself as a moderate, open to compromise. Right now, there are 219 Republicans in the House to 212 Democrats, a narrow majority, making it difficult for Republicans to work their will, like last week's failed attempt to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
Well, still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, Israel's campaign into Rafah seems to continue despite international pressure for a pause.
And in sports, Husson's Bailey Donovan just etched her name into the record books. And the Eagles have also won their last 8 games. We'll be right back.
Who's a fake? Let's get it on. And who's the real deal? From the start to all new I Can See Your Voice, Wednesdays on Fox.
High Tide Restaurant and Bar, voted #1 in outdoor seating, offers live music, a banquet room, and a new menu. Come take in the spectacular view of the Penobscot River while enjoying the freshest seafood in town. High Tide Restaurant and Bar, located at 5 South Main Street in Brewer.
It looks like they're rolling in. They're coming fast.
We'll line up and be ready, sir. At Downey's Toyota, our troops are ready to put you behind the wheel of a new Toyota during the Washington's Birthday Sales Event. We now have more vehicles on the lot, including the rugged 2024 Tundra, the popular all-wheel drive RAV4, and the stylish Highlander with a 5-star safety rating. We're prepared, sir.
How do we proceed?
That's easy. All roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
Every time you shop at Hannaford, you help us promote inclusivity, opportunity, and a sense of belonging in every store. You help us build a culture where leaders reflect our diverse communities, where veterans forge new career paths, and where our employees and neighbors alike can find their voice. Together, we're not just feeding families, we're strengthening communities. Hannaford Supermarkets, greater than groceries.
Family owned and operating in the Bangor area for more than 10 years. Crosby's Welding is here to help you. We specialize in steel, stainless steel, and aluminum welding and fabrication. We serve many of the local industries from Maine lobstermen to the commercial trucking industry and everything in between. Fully mobile on-site construction services right down to custom signs and fire pits. Fast, friendly, reliable service. Give us a call today for a free estimate, 974-7815.
What if I told you these people are related to these famous faces?
Don't play games with your mama.
Our new Fox show is a guessing game that's all relative.
Oh.
That's the performer to their superstar relative.
I know the voice.
And you could win life-changing money.
Sign me up, Anthony.
What happened to I don't play games?
I never said that.
We Are Family, all new Wednesdays on Fox and watch anytime on Hulu.
High Tide Restaurant and Bar, voted #1 in outdoor seating, offers live music, a banquet room, and a new menu. Come take in the spectacular view of the Penobscot River while enjoying the freshest seafood in town. High Tide Restaurant and Bar, located at 5 South Main Street in Brewer.
Israeli forces have carried out a dramatic rescue of 2 hostages held by Hamas in Gaza. President Biden, though, is warning Israel to tread carefully in its war effort. And as Doug Luzader reports from Washington, the Senate is getting closer to passing a massive foreign aid bill that includes billions for both Israel and Ukraine.
We expect the Senate to be back to work on that aid package today as we learn more about that Israeli rescue operation. A helicopter believed to be carrying 2 rescued Israeli hostages touches down at a hospital. Israeli forces under fire were able to free the 2 as airstrikes hit the city of Rafah in southern Gaza.
Most importantly, they are surrounded by the family now. And the family that they haven't seen for the 128 days since the 7th of October massacre.
Victory is within reach.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu defending Israel's campaign in Gaza as the White House is ramping up pressure over civilian casualties, with President Biden speaking to Netanyahu yesterday.
The motion is agreed to.
On Capitol Hill, the Senate is closing in on a massive $95 billion foreign aid bill that includes funding for both Israel and Ukraine. But it is running into resistance from some Republicans.
At the end of the day, you still have $19 billion. That's almost 20% of the total going to things like budget support for Ukraine's government. Almost half of that $19 billion could go to Gaza, which really means going to Hamas.
And with so much tension in the Middle East and elsewhere, we learned yesterday that Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin had to return to the hospital following his treatment for prostate cancer, temporarily handing over authority to a deputy.
Hopefully, maybe he just needs some antibiotics and maybe some imaging to determine what is going on, maybe some bladder decompression, and go from there.
But unlike what happened during his initial cancer surgery and the controversy it touched off, this time Austin immediately informed the White House that he was being hospitalized. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
Former President Trump's suggestion the U.S. would not protect NATO allies failing to spend enough on defense is prompting significant fallout on the world stage. Fox's Madeline Rivera has more.
No, I would not protect you. In fact, I would encourage them to do whatever the hell they want.
That comment by Donald Trump made during a campaign rally on Saturday, causing significant fallout on the world stage. The former president suggesting he'd encourage Russia to invade NATO countries if they don't pay toward mutual defense. The European Union now says it's preparing for, quote, all possible outcomes from the presidential election.
Let's be serious. NATO cannot be an alliance à la carte. It exists or it not exist. But I'm not going to spend my time comment any silly idea that comes during this electoral campaign in the U.S.
NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg going further in his criticism, saying Trump's comments put U.S. and European troops at greater risk, a view shared by some of America's closest allies.
I think what was said was not a sensible approach.
Some Republicans are dismissing the comments as campaign rhetoric, noting there were no attacks on NATO countries while Trump was president. But the new controversy comes as Congress is struggling to pass legislation providing more military aid to Ukraine. That aid urgently needed ahead of an expected Russian offensive in the coming months.
The failure of the United States Congress, if it occurs, not to support Ukraine is close to criminal neglect. It is outrageous.
The Senate broke a filibuster Sunday on the $95 billion foreign aid package. A final vote is expected sometime in the next 2 days. In Washington, Mather Rivera, Fox News.
Well, Tuesday's winter storm is expected to come and go in a day, but not without leaving behind some fairly heavy snow and rain. Cities along the northern I-95 corridor are getting ready to, of course, salt the roads and are urging travelers to stay home if they're able. Fox weather meteorologist Haley Meyer has more.
Punxsutawney Phil may have predicted an early spring, but it's not here yet.
You know, Mother Nature does what she wants to do.
The Northeast is bracing for a wallop of snow Tuesday, with tens of millions of people under winter weather alerts from Maine all the way down to Pennsylvania.
Because of the power of this system, it's actually going to generate its own cold air. Right now, the temperatures are relatively mild in places like New York City, but that's all going to change as we go through the next 24 hours.
The storm is expected to start as rain, and then it could deliver up to a foot of snow in parts of Pennsylvania and New England.
Please stay off the roads tomorrow. Wherever possible, make plans to be indoors, stay off the roads. It's looking like it will come down pretty heavily, pretty fast.
Boston schools are closed Tuesday, and New York City students will be learning remotely. Plus, the weather could bring major disruptions to I-95. New York City officials are getting ready to manage the first significant snowstorm in quite some time.
People are making decisions now about whether to go into work tonight. MTA will be operating, and we intend to get you where you're headed, not to leave anybody stranded.
Flooding and power outages are also possible across the East Coast on Tuesday, especially with the storm bringing heavy snow and strong winds. In Weehawken, New Jersey, I'm Haley Meyer, Fox Weather.
All right, and for a more in-depth look at what we're going to be experiencing, our full forecast is coming right up.
Yep, stay with us.
High temperatures back up near 40 today, not so much the case tomorrow, and there is a bit of snow in the forecast, not a lot. Those details for you when I come back.
Toyota trains certified technicians. Is that important?
Well, you wouldn't hire just anyone to help you move, would you?
No.
Of course not.
Not again.
Get your Toyota ready for the year's coldest and harshest weather. See your New England Toyota dealer for great service offers to help keep your Toyota dependable and fuel efficient all winter long. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
The insurance company wants nothing more than to deny your claim.
Deny.
Meet John.
Delay.
The adjuster. He sticks
Deny.
to the 3 Ds.
Delay. Deny. No. Devalue.
And if he does have to pay, it's often with a very tiny check.
At first I was going to delay, and then I thought, no. Denied.
They called the law offices of Joe Bornstein.
Maybe we should settle this one.
If you've been injured in an accident, call Joe. The law offices of Joe Bornstein.
Are plumbing problems giving you a headache? Look no further than Sprague's Plumbing Solutions. With more than 10 years' experience, Sprague's Plumbing Solutions has the knowledge to assist with your plumbing issues. Whether it's a service, remodel, new build, or commercial, we've got you covered. For reliable, professional plumbing services, call Sprague's Plumbing Solutions today for a free estimate. 951-1637. We're here to make your plumbing problems disappear.
Tired of your internet service constantly letting you down? Those other providers may promise the world with their flashy advertisements, but are you truly having a good customer experience? Fear not, because there's a new player in town. Introducing GoNet Speed. No more endless hold times or automated responses. We're here to listen, support, and provide you with the exceptional service you deserve. Our fast, reliable fiber internet, it's mind-blowing. Let us show you what true internet satisfaction feels like.
This is going to be the toughest next level chef yet.
I want my mom.
Only the best will survive.
All new Next Level Chef, Thursdays at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
All right, let's start here. Some weather headlines for you. Some light snow and flurries are back in the forecast tomorrow. Mostly just flurries, though, for down east areas tomorrow. And then increasingly windy in there. And then colder temperatures for Wednesday, likely lingering into the weekend and beyond. Out there today, though, not so cold, right? The average high temperature is still mid-20s. We were in the mid-40s in a few locations today. 44 for Bar Harbor, 42 here in Bangor. Overall, very comfortable, but cooler temperatures arrive for us tomorrow and a gusty northwest wind. The wind, though, today, not a factor. Right out of the west, around 5 miles per hour. It will begin to pick up, though, tonight, and more so tomorrow as our next system is on the way. We could see some wind gusts tomorrow near 30 miles per hour or so, especially throughout the afternoon. Thus, our gale warning in effect through tomorrow as well. We could have wave heights out here approaching 15 feet or so later on tomorrow afternoon. Okay, here comes our next system. It's a doozy, too. Lots of moisture, lots of energy, a lot going on here, but it is primarily going to go south and east of our area for tomorrow. It's going to be just close enough, though, to give us some wind, especially throughout the afternoon, maybe a few flurries, especially for down east areas tomorrow. If you're traveling south, though, tomorrow, problems for New York, parts of Philadelphia, Washington, lots of rain and potentially some snowfall in those areas as well. Let's walk you through it. So here we are tomorrow. Here's 8 o'clock tomorrow night, the system moving off to the east of us. This model keeps the whole thing pretty much offshore of us, but it's going to be just close enough tomorrow to bring flurries to most of the area and then potentially maybe an inch or two of snow for down east areas tomorrow. This is not going to be a huge storm system for anybody moving to the east of us. And that gets out of here quickly tomorrow night. And then overall on Thursday, our next system gets in here. And this one could also be another 1 or 2 inch snowfall for us and maybe a bit more across far northern parts of the state. All right, so here's our system now. System 1 is right here. System 2 is back behind it. So overall, a pretty active pattern setting up now as we head into the middle portions of February. Our forecast, though, so I'm looking at partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy skies. Low temperatures down near 21 with that northeast breeze around 5. For tomorrow, cloudy and colder, noticeably colder tomorrow. High is reaching for freezing. We'll probably do it with some flurries out there, maybe a quick burst of light snow. Most of us will not see that tomorrow. And a gusty northeast wind that could gust near 30 throughout the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow 32, colder for Wednesday 25, back up near freezing on Thursday 32 again, and then another chance for snow showers on Friday. That could be another 1 to 2 inch snowfall for us before cooling off again Saturday and Sunday through the weekend. Beth?
All right, Jeff, thank you so much.
Yep, so some activity on the way, but we'll be ready for it.
Oh, we always are.
All right, sports is coming right up next. Stay with us.
The Orono Arcade is an ideal birthday party destination. We have the best arcade video games, including Tomb Raider, Halo, Need for Speed, Mario Kart, and Luigi's Mansion. You are guaranteed to have hours of fun. Plus, we also have a 9-hole blacklight mini golf course that changes weekly. Allow us to provide hours of fun for you and your friends. You bring the cake, we'll provide the entertainment. Call us today to schedule your birthday party event, 889-3166.
Get $7,500 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac Lyriq models. Visit Port Cadillac in Bangor.
Maine Commercial Solar offers a variety of services including solar systems design, sales, maintenance, and installation. Maine Commercial Solar can help you with existing or new systems. We offer packages for installation by others, or we can help you build your own solar array, smaller residential, or anything in between. Maine Commercial Solar is currently hiring in Herman for multiple positions. We offer competitive pay, a 3% IRA match, vacation, holiday time, and a family-oriented environment. If interested, please call Jason at 848-7486.
When it comes to the feud,
name a way a woman might say she likes her men and her cheese.
You either nail it,
sharp,
spicy, or fail it.
Full of adventure.
When you're at the grocery store, you want to find some adventurous cheese running around the dairy section.
Family Feud.
Where are you going? Stop all this adventure.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Tonight's Sports is brought to you by Healing Hands Massage in Hamden, providing professional massage services tailored specifically for their clients. Stop by Healing Hands Massage today. You'll thank yourself later.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Did someone say dynasty for the third time in 5 years? The Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. The last team to win 3 in a 5-year span was Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Also the last team to win back-to-back, who, of course, ended up with 6 titles in all. Last night in Las Vegas, the Chiefs and 49ers needing overtime to decide Super Bowl 58. KC would go on a 13-play, 75-yard drive that included a huge 4th-and-1 run from Patrick Mahomes, and then this Mahomes throw to Mecole Hardman, the touchdown pass and the game winner. Mahomes named MVP for the 3rd time in his amazing career so far.
It's legendary. I mean, just to be able to, no one's ever done it. And we knew it's legendary to win back-to-back. I think 8 other teams had done it. We had heard it all week. We had talked to the guys about it, and we felt like we had the best opportunity that we had ever had to go out there and do that.
This group here and organization are tremendous, and if somebody said dynasty and tagged it onto it, I'd be very proud of that.
All right, let's move on to some basketball now. The NAC playoffs right around the corner, and it was a big last weekend of the regular season for Husson women's hoops. The Eagles closing out the year with 2 wins over Lesley University on Friday and Saturday. Early in the second quarter of Friday's game, Husson senior Bailey Donovan became the all-time blocks leader in Husson women's basketball history with their 217th block. She finished the weekend with 219. She says her success on defense is a credit to her teammates and how she gets better in practice.
Honestly, like, that's something I can credit my teammates for. Like, my freshman, sophomore years, like, I had people like Sammy Ireland and Megan Peach to go against, which really helped my game. And then now I have people like Callaway and Jordan who are actually closer to my size than I've ever had before. So that's very helpful.
Heading into the postseason, Husson has now won 8 games in a row, and they finish 11-3 in conference, and they are the 2nd seed in the NAC's East Division. So they are feeling pretty good about how they're playing heading into the games that matter the most.
We had a really tough schedule non-conference, and we lost some of those games, but we were in all of them. And as I've mentioned to the team, you know, you've got to trust the process. I've been doing this for a long time, and you've got to play good teams to get better. And the key is to peak at the right time, and so we're really hoping that we're at that point where we're peaking.
We're really excited. We're ready. You know, we've lost the last couple of years, so we kind of have a chip on our shoulder, and we're ready to come out and win a championship.
Also in Husson news, women's basketball coach Kissy Walker was named among the 4 inductees to the Maine Sports Hall of Fame class of 2024. She joins Dave Halligan, Anna McDougall, and Derek Vogel on the list. Walker is in her 33rd season at Husson and looking for her 13th conference championship. She has racked up 586 career wins as head coach of the Eagles.
I really was quite taken back because, again, it's not anything I've ever thought about. I've known a lot of people going into that who were always people that I looked up to, that I admired, and I don't know, I guess I just never really thought that would happen. I really think a lot of it is surrounding yourself with good people and having an administration that's really supportive. Husson's done a terrific job over the years.
She's just an incredible woman. You know, she really truly cares about her players. She loves the game, and like, she's just such an intelligent person on and off the court. So I'm so happy for her. She deserves it.
All right, wishing them luck. Their first round of the playoffs starts on Friday. Let's stay with some women's basketball news now. Over in Indiana, Maine native Mackenzie Holmes continuing to make headlines with her Hoosiers. On Sunday night, the Pride of Gorham breaking a 10-year record in Bloomington. In their win against Purdue on Sunday, Mackenzie Holmes became the all-time leading scorer with Indiana women's basketball history. Holmes needed 7 points to break Tyra Buss's all-time record. She scored exactly 17 points. 17 points, beating Buss's mark by just 1, tallying her 2,365th career point with the Hoosiers.
Yeah, I'm just extremely thankful. I've played with some really, really amazing people. I've played for the best coaches in the country, and it's just a really special thing for me to wear Indiana across my chest every single day and play in Assembly Hall. Has just been one of the greatest blessings in my life.
All right, big congrats to her. Let's move on now. One basketball prelim game on Monday, and Erskine Academy, or MCI defeated Erskine Academy to move on to the girls Class B regional quarterfinals. Also on Monday, the semifinalists for Mr. and Miss Maine basketball being announced. Let's start with Mr. Maine. A few local athletes there. Dylan Burpee from Southern Aroostook, Oceanside's Galley Twins, Zach McLaughlin from Hamden, Ellsworth's Chance Mercier, and Pierce Walston from Orono, among those making the first cut. And for Miss Maine, Central High and future Black Bear Izzy Allen and Maisie Peach from Dexter are among those semifinalists from the northern region and our area. Good luck to all of the athletes, both in this and in the rest of the season. All right, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Comfy, cozy, relaxing. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find rockers, recliners, sofas, and easy chairs. Quality furniture, affordable prices. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Behind every keepsake, there's a memory. Behind every photo, there's a story. Behind Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration, there's people giving back by bringing back what was thought to be lost. The details, the time, and the expertise, all packaged up behind a name that Mainers have trusted for over 35 years. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
25 words or less.
What advice do you have for John? Have fun. This is one of the best games on TV.
In a friendly game of words.
11 words. Oh, you just came to slay. Oh.
The key to victory.
Stifler's mom.
Oh,
Jennifer Coolidge? Cougar.
Cougar, oh yeah! Is clearly in the clues. Wave, light, pebbles. Rebel!
You did it. You did it.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Durable, sturdy, stylish. Not Joe. Joe's Furniture. Joe's Furniture Warehouse in Newport is the place to find solid wood, built to last, made in Maine dressers, bureaus, and nightstands. Not your average Joe. Joe's Furniture Warehouse, Grogan Avenue in Newport.
Person, place, or thing.
He joined the Marvel Universe in 2015.
Paul Rudd.
5 times a week.
On Fox 22.
Husson University is making the biggest expansion yet to its online degree opportunities with the addition of 5 new programs. The university's Board of Trustees recently approved 3 undergraduate and 2 graduate degree programs. They include a Bachelor of Science in Applied Health Sciences, Health and Fitness, Nutrition, and Health, and a Master of Science in Applied Psychology and Applied Animal Behavior. University officials say the online option is great for non-traditional students who require more flexibility to attain their degree.
Expanding these programs for Husson just allows the wonderful education already happening here on campus to grow, hit more learners, expand the brand, and allow us to take our education, outside of Bangor, which is wonderful.
According to the university, in the last year alone, they saw a 71% increase in students applying for their online degree programs, and they hope to be accepting applications by mid-March. More information can be found on our website, foxbangor.com.
Last night, the country watched as the Chiefs narrowly won the Super Bowl, but that game brought with it a piece of history for the state of Maine as well. Super Bowl 58 was the first year Mainers could legally bet on the game from the comfort of their own homes with online sports betting. According to the executive director of the Gambling Control Unit, Milton Champion, early estimations show that Mainers bet a whopping $3 million on wagers surrounding the Super Bowl, with $2.5 million going back to winners. All of the bets are tracked in real time by the Gambling Control Unit, and according to Champion, just watching the bets roll in before and during the game was a spectacle in and of itself.
It wasn't a surprise, but it was definitely different than a normal day, than a normal weekend. You know, there was a lot of flags dropping a lot of times, and yeah, it was pretty unique. In fact, with the state of Maine, I would say south of Bangor, you couldn't even tell where the cities were.
Champion estimates $110,000 in tax revenue will be collected by the state of Maine as a result of the wagers placed by Mainers.
It was a toe-tapping and hand-clapping good time at the Bucksport Senior Center this morning. The bluegrass band Fifth Fret, a Bucksport group, stopped by to entertain the Knitters and some other folks. Organizers say that there is always something new going on at the Senior Center.
Word's getting around that they're coming, so we had a pretty big crowd today come in and listen to the music.
The community does make a really sincere effort to try to gather people together, which is really heartwarming these days.
Well, the group performs from time to time at the Senior Center, and Foster tells us that since they have a new van, they're always taking day trips or having some activity for seniors to participate in. Clearly a good time had by all, and some great music there as well.
God, I love that. That's some really awesome skill right there. All right, well, finally, the solar eclipse may be a few months out, but it's never too early to make a plan to watch it. One place you may want to experience the event is in Houlton. It's actually going to be one of the last places in the country you'll be able to view the eclipse, and experts say it'll be one of the best. If you make the trek, it'll be worth your time. Greater Houlton Chamber of Commerce's Executive Director Jane Torres says the town has 3 days worth of activities as part of its Maine Eclipse 2024 extravaganza. There will be a brew fest held on the Saturday before the eclipse. Humorist Tim Sample will also be in town to tell some Maine stories. The weekend will also feature a performance art group out of Providence, Rhode Island, strolling the streets dressed up as aliens trying to see our sun. Torres expects tens of thousands of people to visit Houlton for the event.
Hotels are full, Airbnbs are full. Everybody I know has people coming home for this. And if they don't have people coming home, they're renting out rooms. So it's kind of a trickle down. You know, economically, it's going to really be big for this community.
If you're planning on going to Houlton, Torres says the best places to watch the eclipse will be the Riverfront Park and the airport. ABC 7 and Fox 22 is also your home for eclipse coverage. We'll have plenty to talk about as we get closer to the big day. And you can also watch it live with us as the eclipse happens on April 8th.
Definitely coverage that you and I are looking forward to for sure, and really our whole team.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be an amazing event.
Yeah, once in a lifetime.
Yeah, and we just can't wait to bring you coverage of that as well.
Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at Fox 22 News, take care. We hope you have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.